From 2018 to 2020, before the pandemic struck, I served as an organizer for a supernatural meetup group in Singapore. During that time, I had the opportunity to meet Jiayue, who became a close acquaintance. As we grew more familiar, she shared some of her extraordinary experiences, which I will discuss in this video. One of the most notable encounters she had involved engaging in automatic writing, through which writings purportedly originated from beings identifying themselves as the Watchers. Furthermore, this year, she received a message from the Lords of Karma regarding World War III. Before delving deeper into Jiayue's experiences, I'd like to clarify the nature of the Watchers she was channeling. The Watchers have gained a negative reputation due to the account presented in the Book of Enoch. However, I believe that the term Watchers encompasses a broad range of angelic beings who oversee the development of Earth, consisting of both benevolent and malevolent entities. Let's briefly explore the depiction of the Watchers in the Book of Enoch. According to the text, upon God's command to help humanity, the Watchers descended to Earth, led by Samayasa, who developed an insatiable desire for the daughters of men. Samayasa convinced 200 angels to join him in taking wives at Mount Armon. These angels also began clandestinely teaching the daughters of men heavenly secrets. These teachings ranged from sorcery, taught by Samayasa and Amazarek, to the solutions for such sorcery, provided by Armas. Additionally, Azazel taught the art of creating weapons, jewelry, and cosmetics, while Barkayal and Tamil imparted knowledge of astronomy. When these women started conceiving children by these angels, the offspring were giants with insatiable appetites that nothing could satisfy. After consuming and devouring various animals, they turned their attention to humans. This became the final straw, prompting men to cry out for help. Archangels like Michael and Gabriel appealed on behalf of the people before God. The Lord then commanded the binding of the offending Watchers for 70 generations underneath the earth, even until the day of judgment, as well as inciting the giants to self-destruct through mutual slaughter. As a final measure, God sent the great flood to eradicate the evil giants. However, this plan appeared to have failed, as there were still accounts of giants surviving beyond the flood. Nevertheless, the spirits of these giants were doomed to wander the earth as evil spirits or demons. Contrast this with the messages Jiayue received from the Watchers. Among these messages, two particularly intriguing ones caught my attention. The first message delves into the concept of walk-ins. We had been talking at some length of walk-ins. No doubt, there will be many instances of walk-ins. However, the incidence of such dramatic walk-ins will not be many as compared to the walk-ins throughout the history of man. We had been walking in for a long while, in terms of humanity, many lifetimes. We do this in order to condition the physical lineage, otherwise it would have gone to rot, given the propensity of the local fauna. Therefore, we had been walking in and staying on many lifetimes. Often we ourselves had been distracted and sometimes forgotten who we were. We left essences of ourselves in the genetic code and let the stock evolve with minimal supervision. We intervene only when necessary through so-called miracles. At the time for harvesting, so to speak, through our interface, we accelerate the conditioning of the bodies and we walk in, fitting our vibrational configuration into the respective bodies through the process of transformation, stepping up the vibrational configuration of the bodies and stepping down on ours. Now, this is not a one-to-one process. Each of us is capable of activating a whole culture of humans. The colonization exercise has been barely one-third successful by our standards. Those of us whose vehicles have been more or less successfully conditioned must in turn help condition our brethren to reach this one-third figure. Those whom we are unable to accelerate the conditioning by the year 2020 will be transformed and transferred to an older galaxy to develop. You are right about the walk-in having no emotional ties because these are attachments resulting from karmic involvement. Whereas, our physical bodies, i.e. consciousness, may have such sentimentality, we have none, for we are beyond all these. These are playthings of childhood. We love but universally. The Bible states that man was created in the image of God. That is true, but it must be realized that the physical body is but a fauna of this earth, made out of its 5 elements, and we, who have been termed God, art from heaven. I am from Jupiter and my vibrational configuration is so. The soul essences of those present have been from many dimensions, as the earth had been colonized by 5 different groups with different vibrational frequencies. The second deals with the next root race. We will take humanity on to the next root race. It is our duty. Mankind are truly sons of God, being our own children, each containing a little of our essence. In the next race, more of ourselves will manifest and stay because the bodies will be more conducive to our rate of pulsation. Mankind will rise out of its somnolent stage and increase in consciousness, closer to what we have been ourselves in Atlantis. We will then move on. We are on our own path of evolution to infinity. We will continue to supervise mankind and will walk in again whenever the need arises. We are the fathers of humanity, the Watchers. These two concepts, the idea of walk-ins and root races, will be discussed in a separate video in the future. To provide a brief overview, walk-ins refer to higher-density souls that enter Earth not through the typical process of incarnation but by taking over the body of another soul that has already incarnated. The original soul in the body departs by mutual agreement with this higher consciousness being. On the other hand, the concept of root races suggests that there have been different configurations of humans who inhabited Earth before our current existence. Currently, we are believed to be in the 5th root race cycle, and it is theorized that throughout the entire lifespan of Earth, there will be a total of 7 root races. When I inquired about the origins of these automatic writings, Jiayue shared her story. In the early 1990s, she sought the assistance of an alternative medicine practitioner named S. During a consultation, Jiayue entered a trance state, and an entity began communicating through her, engaging in a dialogue with S. The entity struck a deal with S, offering to teach him something he desired in exchange for guiding Jiayue in acquiring esoteric knowledge. To this day, Jiayue remains unaware of the specific knowledge that was imparted to S. S encouraged Jiayue to record her dreams in a notebook, which he later assisted in interpreting. Her first notebook contained a record of her dreams, while the second documented her meditations. In August 1990, after inscribing the line, "Poetry, Language of the Spirit," on the front inside cover of her third notebook, a phrase that persisted in her mind at the time, Jiayue began engaging in automatic writing and channeling various materials. During this process, she often did not anticipate the next word, yet the writings emerged coherently, requiring no editing or revision. Many of the writings take on a poetic form and are predominantly composed in archaic English. In total, there are 10 books comprising these writings, which have since been transcribed into digital format. Some of the writings appear in unfamiliar scripts resembling old cursive Chinese characters, written from right to left and top to bottom. Speculation suggests that they may be written in an old Manchurian script, although their meaning remains elusive, as even Jiayue herself is unable to comprehend them. If you possess any insights into the meanings of these writings, please feel free to share your comments below. Jiayue also mentioned that while channeling, she occasionally utilizes hand mudras spontaneously. When she visited India and encountered an Indian yogi, he suggested that some of these mudras relate to Shiva Shakti or the principles of male and female energy. The scope of the writings encompasses accounts of Jiayue's past lives in ancient France and ancient China, encompassing closely guarded family secrets, kung fu techniques, and depictions of the family crest. The topics covered include mystery schools, esoteric teachings, the end of the world, Tao, the origin and evolution of souls. At one point, Jiayue even communicated in musical notes. However, as she lacked a musical background, she was unable to comprehend their meaning at the time, although she believed they related to the fact that one's name becomes a musical signature in the higher astral levels. Jiayue also shared one of her most extraordinary experiences in her automatic writings, which involved a powerful address from the goddess Kali. This message was written in capital letters and conveyed immense energy. The power of Kali. I am the possessor of awesome power, the power of destruction. Behold my countenance, I am the fearsome Kali. I can heal as much as I can destroy. So hear me well, all you evildoers. The choice is yours. Come unto me with belligerence and you shall suffer. Come unto me with humility and you will beget love. For I am as much the mother of earth as I am the destroyer. With my in-breath I nurture the earth. With my out-breath it is destroyed. I am the deliverer of justice. The Holocaust is my plan. For decimating the unwanted. Sorting the kernel from the wheat. To begin the golden age. As I destroy the old, I lead the new. In all its ugliness, it is tempered with mercy that the ignorant will not see. On one occasion, Jiayue encountered a psychic who made 3 predictions, one of which pertained to her connection with the Hindu goddess Kali. At the time, she possessed no knowledge about Indian deities. In an attempt to challenge and disprove the prediction, Jiayue asked her friend to take her to the Kaliaman temple. Upon sitting in front of the Kali statue and engaging in singing bhajans, devotional songs, Jiayue experienced a flow of chi energy moving up, down, and around her heart. She delighted in these sensations when suddenly, she found herself seated within the Kali statue, enveloping devotees with a maternal love and bestowing blessings upon the congregation. Jiayue's most active period of channeling these writings occurred between 1990 and 1992. However, she has recently resumed the practice of automatic writing, and one of her recent writings is particularly ominous as it pertains to World War III, Lords of Karma, WW3 will happen. It is written. We can only mitigate it, not prevent it. Such is the history of the earth. There is too much aggression and it needs to be released. There is nothing we can do to prevent it. Take heart, a new world awaits. The throes of revival must be endured. Nothing good arises without suffering. If it was possible to prevent the release, it will come by again. So those who are awakened, be prepared to assist humanity in your own way by raising the vibration of humanity through meditation and telepathy. Do not belittle the butterfly effect. We have our army of helpers within the human race. The angels, the elements who will assist in this. The heralding of the new age will be bloody till the massive energy is dissipated through release. The upheaval will be such that until these aggressors are put away, leaving the meek behind. This will take many years and you may not see the end of the tribulation in your lifetime. But take heart, in the wider scheme of things, the world will transform as it must to meet the timeline of the Golden Age. We wish we could bring good tidings, but it will not be so for many years. Mercies there will be many and blessings in the heart of strife. So take heart that the good will not suffer unnecessarily. The tribulation has begun and more will come by way of Earth's inner movements. We will be watching and will intervene when absolutely necessary. Many of you who are awakened will watch with us. We wish you peace in your hearts. More than this, we cannot promise you. Good night. In an upcoming video, I will delve into the prophecy of World War III from various perspectives. Regrettably, it appears that there is a consensus indicating the inevitability of World War III. If you are interested in accessing that video in the future, please remember to like and subscribe.